Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel and thank you for being here with me in beautiful south of France. Look how sunny it is, it's amazing. I'm so happy to be here and to teach this next class. In today's video, we'll be doing a strictly supine flow, which means we'll be lying on our backs most of the time. But don't worry, we'll still be working out, so let's get to it. So starting on your back, roll all the way down. Bring your feet flat on the mat, close to your butt, so you should be able to touch the backs of your heels with your fingertips. So that indicates the right distance, and your feet are parallel, hip distance width. So from here, we'll be doing some bridge lifts. Make sure the back of your head is nice and firm and pressing down into the mat feet too, and let's inhale and lift those hips up. So for our first ones, we don't want to go too deep because we're going to roll all the way back down. Exhale. Inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. Please feel free to do this at your own pace and not necessarily follow my own. Inhale. And exhale. Notice that every time I'm just going a tad further. Inhale. Lifting up a little higher, squeezing a little more. And exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. And I kind of lied. We're going up once more, but this time we'll hold. So inhale, lift up, lift, lift, lift. Squeeze your glutes. Pull your knees away from your chin. And then maybe bring your shoulders closer and interlace your fingers, pressing down. Holding for a few breaths here. And then gently unlock your fingers and roll your spine down, one vertebra at a time. Awesome. When your hips are down, bring your knees into your chest, keep them open, rib distance, and bring one hand to each knee, and let's circle those knees around. 4 circles to the right. We're keeping the knees open because this allows the sacroiliac joint to stay open too. So we're not creating any tension there. And then when you've done 4 to the right, switch it out, 4 to the left. We like balancing things out. Awesome. Coming back to center, just drop that left foot down and keep the right knee in. We're going to squeeze it in towards the chest. So I'm interlacing my fingers on top of my knee and just squeezing that knee in towards my chest. If you want to go a bit deeper in the sensations, you can straighten that left leg and really try and press the thigh into the ground. And this will be valid for the next exercise too, so feel free to stay with your knee bent or left leg extended. So moving on, we're going to release the right knee and interlace the fingers behind the thigh this time. Flex the foot and then press that heel up towards the sky. If this is not available to you, please use a strap, but make sure your shoulders and head stay nice and heavy and relaxed in the mat. Remember, if you're having that left leg extended, press it down, creating length. And as we hold and breathe, we'll start to bring that leg in closer to the chest, maybe sliding your hands up, the leg as you pull it closer, keeping the foot flexed though. We're going to release the right leg and bring that left foot back flat on the mat. I'm going to cross my right ankle over and place it on top of my left knee or left thigh. My foot is still flexed here. Coming into figure four position. So we're going to lift the left thigh this time and interlace my fingers behind it, or I can also choose to place it on my left shin bone if I can reach that far. So it really depends on your own practice, on your own abilities today. All we really want to feel is a stretch in that right hip and buttock. So just pushing that right knee away from your chest as you push your ankle and left knee in towards your chest. That's creating the hip opening that we're looking for. I really love this pose, one of my favorites. Just feels so good, and I just love being able to lay here on my back. Awesome. We'll keep the shape with the legs. Just release your hands and open them out wide. You can cactus your arms or just straighten them out in a cross T shape. From here, just bringing my legs slightly away from my chest. Inhale, and as I exhale, I'm going to drop and twist towards the left side, keeping the upper back into the mat. Your gaze can stay up or can turn to the opposite side, so right side. And if you want to, you can also place that left hand and press your knee away, just to find maybe a little more opening and stretching. And then inhale, come back to center and uncross your legs. Awesome. Let's do that onto the other side. So again, you can keep your right knee bent, foot flat on the mat, or extend it out. So first start by bringing that left knee in towards the chest, interlace your fingers and pull it in towards your chest. If you have your right leg extended, make sure you're pressing it down to try and firm your right thigh into the mat. So I'm gonna switch my hands to the back of my thigh now, flex my left foot and press it all the way up to the sky. Remember to breathe into the stretch. You can also keep your knee micro bent. Just keep flexing the foot, pulling them towards your face. And as you breathe, your muscles will start to relax a little bit, stretch out, and maybe you can go deeper. But that's not necessarily the purpose. We're just trying to stretch. One more breath here. Awesome. Bring that right foot back flat on the mat if it isn't already, and release the left leg. We'll keep the foot flexed and place it over the right knee. Finding figure 4. So bringing that right knee into my chest, pushing the heel with it, and I'm opening the left knee away from me. So I'm feeling that stretch in my left hip, and it feels so yummy. So I'm still pressing down with the back of my head into the mat. And here you see I'm lifting my tailbone off of the mat, which allows me to go deeper in towards my chest, but it might take away from the target area, which is the hip. So I'm going to press that lower back into the mat, and keeping that nice natural curve of the spine here. And again, you can choose to have a strap if you can't reach your shin or the back of your thigh. Please use a strap. It'll make your life so much easier. And if you don't have a strap, just use a belt, a scarf, even your dog's leash, anything that looks like a strap. And then releasing the hands, opening them as a T or cactus shape, we're going to twist over to the right side. Inhale and exhale. And maybe gaze in the opposite direction. And then inhale, coming back to center. Bring both knees in towards your chest. Open them slightly wider than your ribs, and then we'll grab the outside edge of your feet and press them up to the sky. From here, I'm just going to slide my elbows to the inner edges of my knees, and I'm finding my happy baby. So again, you can choose to have your tailbone slightly lifted or press it down and find a bit more length in your spine. Opening your knees, press on your feet to bring your knees closer to the mat. This is where the area we're targeting is really the groin and inner thighs. If you feel like rocking the baby, the happy baby, please do so. Then I'm going to open out into a half straddle here. So I'm pressing my left foot out, keeping that right knee bent. And if this is not available to you, always adapt. So you can slide your hand here to your outer leg and just rest on your elbow here on the mat. Or again, use a strap. And then I'll switch sides. So bring that left foot back in and extend the right leg out. Beautiful. And come back to center. Bring the soles of your feet to touch, and then bring your hands beneath your legs and thighs, and we'll just drop those feet down, finding our Supta Baddha Konasana. So this is more of a passive pose, but we're gonna still work that inner groin and thigh area. Palms are facing up. And just let everything go here. Let your body become heavy and sink. Beautiful. We're moving on. So bringing your hands to the outside of your thighs to help close your knees. And we'll move into our little inversion for today's practice. So if you want to go to shoulder stand, feel free to do so. I will not be demonstrating this one today. I'm just going to be showing waterfall pose, Viparita Karani, which is also an inversion, going to have similar effects on your body, but less intense. If shoulder stand is in your practice, however, feel free to go there. So I'm just going to lift both legs up to the sky, and I like to lift my hips up and place my hands here. It just helps me to keep my legs up with way less effort, and I always like that. So what we're doing here is helping the lymph fluids circulate all the way back, just to decongestion the lymphatic system and help the blood flow and blood circulation, just alleviate any heaviness in the legs also. So we're gonna release. I'm gonna lift my hips up to release my hands, bring my knees into my chest, and then slowly bring my feet down. I'm gonna extend both legs out, and I'm gonna lift my hips up once more to bring my hands right beneath my pelvis, and look at my toes, and then lift up onto my elbows. I'm gonna squeeze my elbows in closer together. So this is bring my collarbones, sorry, not my collarbones, my scapula closer together. So I'm gonna also point my toes and just press down on my elbows to lift my chest up, and then maybe release my head back. And if I want to, I could always slide back and maybe reach the crown of my head to the mat. Matsyasana pose or fish pose. But what we're really looking for is an opening of the chest, so you're squeezing your shoulders together, lifting that chest bone up to the sky. Nice deep belly breath here. And then to come out of the pose, press down into your elbows, lift your chest up, and then gaze towards your toes, and then release your elbows out. And find your Shavasana for your final resting pose. Letting everything go, everything sink. Enjoying this moment of rest that you deserve after showing up for yourself today. Taking these few minutes out of your day to get moving, get breathing. So please stay in your Shavasana as long as you'd like. If you're out of time, let's stretch it out. And whenever you're ready, come back up into a seated pose. Bringing your hands to your heart center. Thanking yourself for showing up today and practicing with me. I'm so grateful to have you here, and I'll catch you next time. Namaste. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, please hit the like button and also hit the bell button so that you can stay notified of every new video that I release. If you did enjoy the video, I'd love it if you left me a comment telling me which part was your favorite or what you enjoyed or liked. And also please share with your friends and family. They might need this as much as you do. I'll catch you next time. Keep practicing.